My name is Mr. Effiong, an award-winning data scientist, software developer, and programmer. It's good to have you here once again. In today's class, we want to look at how to count records in Excel. There are three methods or three ways you can use to count your records in Excel. The first method is called the count method. The count method counts numerical values only within a range in a spreadsheet. The second method is count A. That one counts all data in a spreadsheet except an empty space. So if a cell is empty, it doesn't count. Count A counts all data except an empty space. Then we have the last one, which is called the count if. That one only counts if a condition is satisfied. So we'll be moving to the work environment to begin the class proper. But before doing that, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly hit that subscribe button so that we can offer you quality tech videos and you grow in the tech ecosystem. Thank you for doing that. Now let's proceed to the work environment to begin the class proper. Welcome to the work environment. Here we have the first sample data, the sales data. We are going to use the first method of counting, which is the count. And the task given is to count the annual monthly sales. So we are going to count all the sales on the data set, which is the actual and annual monthly sales. So let's do that quickly. I click on this place here and I enter my equality sign and key in the function count. Open my brackets. The first cell under the sales column that holds the first figure is cell G5. So computer scan from G5 up to it stops in G10. And I close my brackets. This is a formula when you want to count all the numerical values in a range. That goes with the count function. The count function is for counting only numerical values within a given range. So having imputed the formula, we hit the enter button on the keyboard and that gives us 5. So we have 5 sales for the year using the count function. Let's move to the second task, which requires the second tool for counting, which is the count A. So I move to the next sheet. The count A now is used to count values in a range except an empty cell. So it will count all the values, but the ones that are not in a cell or the cell is empty, to skip it. So that is how the count A function works. So let's proceed and solve the task for the second question, which is count the total products in the product list. I click here, input my equality symbol and key in the value count A. I open my brackets and the range is from F5 up to F10. I close my brackets and that is it. So this is the formula when you want to count all the products, but it will not include the empty space. That is how the count A function works. Having done that, I hit the enter key and it's 5. You can see initially there were 6 records, but one of the records is blank, which is number 5, so it didn't count that. So that is how the count A works. Now let's move to the last task, which will be utilizing the last count tool, which is the count if. So I move to sheet 3. Sheet 3 is the count if tool we'll be utilizing. The count if tool counts values within a range if a given condition is satisfied. So in this task, we are meant to count sales above 1,000. Now the beauty in this is that we are going to be utilizing a logical operator in this because of the statement above 1,000. So we are utilizing the count if tool and also a logical operator. So let's proceed. I click on my equality sign and I key in count if. You open the bracket and I scan the range for sales, which starts from F5 up to F10. You put a comma and bring the quotation mark and use the logical operator greater than, which will symbolize above. Greater than, I key in 1,000. I close the quotation mark and I close my brackets. So this is the formula. It will count if and give us the number of sales that are above $1,000. Having done that, I hit the enter key and it's 2. So we can see 2 sales above $1,000, which is the laptop and the monitor. I remain Mr. Effiong and I'll see you in the next class. Bye.